In Roblox Pressure, there are a number of entities and threats that oppose the player, one of which are the Trenchbleeders, Urban Shade's massive mining rigs that mine for mineral nodes and oil pockets in the Let Van Zone. For those of you who don't know what the Let Van Zone is, check out this video on the top right where I talk about Halo Black Site and its location. However, in a nutshell, essentially, the Let Van Zone is the zone in a trench where Black Site is located, and some levels in the Roblox Pressure game will require you to swim through this trench. During some of these swims through the trench, you may also encounter a trench bleeder. However, what actually are the trench bleeders, and what are they actually doing in the plot of Pressure? Isn't the site meant to be on lockdown? Well, let me explain all that now. A trench bleeder class walker weighs around 220,600 tons, and they measure at about 1500 studs height and 1000 studs in length. They're so heavy, in fact, that if they ever stepped on you, then you'll be faced with instant death, making them quite dangerous during your swims through the trench. However, they are outfitted with a state-of-the-art LiDAR camera scanner mounted at the top of its flare stack, and as I mentioned, they are built for one go. Look for mineral nodes or oil pockets and mine them in order for Urban Shade to make more and more money. In the document regarding the trench bleeders, it says this: the trench bleeder was built to fill the role of a mobile oil rig and mining platform, allowing us to bleed the trench dry for resources and cash. They bleed the trench dry, hence the name trench bleeders. We also learned that they're incredibly expensive to set up, which means there's definitely enough minerals and oil in the Let Van Zone for them to actually make profit from them. Once a pocket has been found, it will walk on top of it, start the extraction process, and once the pocket is empty or its cargo storage is full, it will return to its loading dock, drop off its resources, and return back to duty in the Let Van Zone. Now, you must be wondering, why are they still operating during a site lockdown? Well, that's actually pretty simple. Each trench bleeder is controlled by the Navi AI system, allowing them to do tasks automatically and independently. This means that they can operate day and night without need for crews to switch between shifts constantly. They really only need regular maintenance every 2 weeks, and this also means that in the event of a black site lockdown, the trench bleeders can keep making money as the lockdown situation is being dealt with. In the event that the AI is down for maintenance, a skeleton crew of 12 people is enough to keep things running smoothly until the AI is operational again. They're essentially just kept running passively, just so the Urban Shade Corporation can just make money pretty much 24/7. So basically, these trench bleeders aren't actually here to harm the player, but are really just there to do their jobs. However, there is still a chance that they accidentally step on you, which is pretty much the only threat they oppose. However, these trench bleeders have been built specifically for the Let Van Zone, meaning that if they did attempt to leave, the pressure shifts would cause them to implode, and I talk all about the pressure shifts in my video on the site, which is on the top right again if you're interested in finding out more. And due to their extreme weight, trench bleeders would not be able to walk on dry land, and the only reason they aren't toppling over is due to the low density water helping it stand up straight. Now, you've probably noticed that I've been using the word trench bleeder in the plural form, suggesting that there are multiple. Well, in that case, you are right. As of present day, there are only 4 known trench bleeders, and each of them have a specific code name. Each one is also shown in the document, so let me introduce them to you. First, we got Trench Bleeder Leon. This one is named after Mr. Shade's cat. And for those of you who don't know, Mr. Shade, by the way, is the founder of Urban Shade. I might do a video entirely on the history of Urban Shade, but that's for another day. Next, we got Trenchbleeder River, named after the man who gave his all in the first encounter against the guardian angel of the Banlands during the Banlands expedition. Again, this is part of Urban Shade's history, and I think I might go into depth in another video. But then we got Trenchbleeder Lucy, who is named after Mr. Shade's stillborn daughter, and finally we have Trenchbleeder Rosa. Information on them on the document has been redacted. However, during gameplay we can actually learn that there's a smell of flowers when Rosa passed. But essentially, these 4 trench bleeders are the ones you have a chance of meeting during gameplay. There's also a chance that you find Lucy in rare rooms, and when encountered, Lucy remains indifferent towards the player, and her priorities are really just searching for and collecting resources, though she may occasionally honk at the players as a greeting, and also to warn about an incoming flood coming to the room. Now, you may be wondering, what actually happens to these trench bleeders once all resources in the Let Van Zone have been extracted? Well, that's actually pretty simple. All of them but Lucy will be dismantled for parts. Mr. Shade had specifically requested for Lucy to be left to roam free as they please, not needing to worry about making money. After all, resources have been instructed. The Board of Finance, however, were very unhappy with this request, as the maintenance costs for Lucy, without making any profit returns, would be pretty high. However, anyone on the board against this request has since been demoted and or fired. But yeah, that's essentially the backstory and the lore of the Trenchbleeders in Pressure. If you have any entities in Pressure that you would like me to talk about in another video, comment below. Here are a selection of videos on the screen that you might like to watch. What's the Halo Blackslide? Who is Sebastian Solis or Z13? Or just click the full playlist to watch all my lore videos on Pressure right here. Yeah, but as always, this is Cosmic Colors blasting off, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.